Most people use the phrase lifestyle property and assume everyone knows what they mean. But in my experience, buyers use that phrase to describe 6 completely different things. And when a buyer and an agent aren't aligned on what that means before they start looking, it is one of the most common reasons a search drags on for months without a result. Today, I want to give you the clearest definition I know for lifestyle property in Southern Arizona. What it actually is, the different forms it takes, what buyers in this category are really searching for, and what makes this purchase different from a standard residential transaction. Hi, I'm Meagan Estees, your easy home girl. I'm a Tucson native, and I've actually been in the Vail area since 1995. And I am a founding member of the Land and Ranch Division at eXp Realty. Luxury, equestrian, acreage, and lifestyle properties across Southern Arizona is what I do. And I want to be precise about what that means. Let's start with what a lifestyle property is not. It is not a standard subdivision home, even a nice one. It is not a condo or a townhome. And in my niche specifically, it is not bare land, raw acreage without a home or developed improvements. A lifestyle property is a property where the land, the setting, and the physical attributes of the site are as important to the buyer's decision as the house itself. In some cases, more important, the buyer is not purchasing shelter, they are purchasing a way of life that property enables. The definition covers a wide range of property types, and in Southern Arizona, the landscape makes almost all of them uniquely compelling. So let me walk you through the different types of lifestyle properties I work with. The first is the equestrian or horse property, a residence plus horse facilities, so stalls, covered runs, arenas, turnouts, pastures, and direct trail access. The buyer has horses or intends to. Animals live at the home, not at a boarding facility. Southern Arizona is one of the premier equestrian property markets in the American Southwest. The next type is the acreage estate, a custom home on 2 to 20 acres without horse facilities as a primary feature, but the buyer wants land, they want privacy, and a property that does not feel like a neighborhood. There's pool, casita, outdoor kitchen, workshops, whatever supports their vision of a good life. In Tucson, the Catalina Foothills and Tanque Verde Valley are the primary markets for this type of home. The $700,000 to $800,000 price range saw a 45% increase in closed sales year over year in April of 2026. The next type is the privacy retreat. Isolation is primary for the driver. The buyer wants to drive in, close the gate, and feel genuinely away from everyone. Often 5 to 40 acres in areas like Sonoyta and Elgin or the Rincon Valley east of Vail. The land is the product here. Next up, we have the multi-use or hobby farm. Land that does something. Garden, fruit trees, greenhouse, chickens, small livestock. The buyer wants to grow things, raise things, live more self-sufficiently, particularly common with California relocators. The next type of property is the custom estate, a property where the combination of architectural quality, craftsmanship, and irreplaceable settings create something that cannot be replicated. Buyers at this level know it and pay accordingly. Here is the insight that most buyers don't fully articulate until they have been working with me for a few weeks. The thing every single one of these buyer types has in common is this. They are not buying a house. They are buying an identity. The way that they describe what they want is almost never about square footage or bedroom count. It is, I want to wake up and feel proud when I look out the window. I want a home that matches who I've become, not who I was when I bought my first house. I want something that feels like a destination. So what makes buying a lifestyle property different from a standard residential transaction? 3 things. First, the inspection process is a little more complex. Wells, septic, agricultural equipment, outbuildings, arenas, fencing, irrigation, all require special inspectors. The due diligence window needs to be long enough to actually use it. Second, you have comps that are harder to find. A standard subdivision home has an amazing amount of comparable sales usually, and a 10-acre custom estate might have 3 comps in the last year, and none are truly comparable. Accurate valuation requires deep local knowledge. Third, you have the buyer pool, which is smaller, and the marketing needs to be completely different. You are marketing to a specific buyer, often out of state, often from California or the Pacific Northwest. This requires targeted digital strategy and a network that extends beyond the local MLS. This is the work that I do. My entire practice is built around this category of property, not as a side specialty, but as the core of what I know. Text the word guide to 520-980-9880 for my Arizona Lifestyle and Acreage Property Guide, which has neighborhoods, property types, what to look for, and what questions to ask before you make an offer. I'm Meagan Estees, your AZ homegirl. If you are looking for more than just a house, you are looking for exactly what I specialize in. I'll see you in the next one.